Archangel Michael says, you were never imagining things. The tension you've been feeling wasn't paranoia, it was a warning. Someone close, closer than you dared believe, was orchestrating your delay. They smiled in your face and cheered you on, yet behind the curtains, they were pulling ropes to make you trip. Tonight, the chain of silence is snapping. They will not sleep until they confess what they did to block your path. They know you're rising, and that truth is heavier than any guilt they've carried. What they whispered in darkness is now coming to the light. The energy of exposure is too loud to ignore. As the night falls, your spirit will feel an uneasy shift. That's the vibration of guilt leaking from their conscience. Your name is echoing in places they hoped it never would. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They tried to stop what was divine. They didn't realize that even their sabotage had a place in your story. They were allowed to delay, not to destroy. They tampered with your steps, your plans, your mind. They knew how powerful you could become, and they couldn't stand the glow you hadn't even fully stepped into yet. The confession they've kept buried is scratching to surface tonight. The person you thought was neutral was never neutral. They had too much to gain from your downfall. But what they didn't expect is your resilience, your alignment, your angels. They didn't know the same fire they used to burn your name was going to forge your strength. The one who plotted is breaking down right now. They're being pressed by forces they cannot lie to. Type Amen to get blessing 992. There's a note, a message, a call waiting. Tonight. When it comes through, don't doubt it. This person knows time is running out for secrets. What they tried to ruin is building back with divine force. That force is not just punishing, it's revealing. You may feel a sudden vibration, an emotional wave. That is the moment they begin to speak. Something is about to be released that will feel like you've been holding your breath for years. They will say things you never thought you'd hear. Not because they care, because they're scared. What they see coming toward you is too blessed for them to hide from anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 174. They are afraid of what you are about to walk into. That's why they moved early to stop it. Their fear became a mask they wore as kindness. They spoke to others behind your back, convincing them to turn away from you. They forged confusion so your support system would crumble. But nothing truly divine collapses forever. You're rising back with twice the might. And now their soul knows the consequence of betrayal. Their confession is not mercy, it is fear of being exposed. They know your voice is becoming louder. They feel your strength returning. That power is why they're trembling before the words finally slip from their lips. Type Amen to get blessing 445. Archangel Michael says, tonight is not just about what the shift after. When truth is finally told, a heavy veil is lifted from your life. And the ones who plotted your silence will feel theirs begin. Your destiny was never lost. It was paused. You were being protected while the storm passed overhead. Now the clouds are clearing. Your face will shine in places where it was once mocked. Those who threw your name around like trash will see it engraved in gold. They were never more powerful than your prayers. They were just louder in moments of your weakness. But now, Even the silence of your spirit is louder than their words. Type Amen to get blessing 388. The moment you hear from them, don't respond with anger. Listen. That's all. Their words are not apologies, they're alarms. They're desperate to clear their conscience before the blessings you are about to receive expose the dirt beneath their nails. They feel the heat coming. They feel the breakthrough you're stepping into. They want to say it before the world finds out. The confession will contain details you never imagined. Times, names, places, and the web they wove will fall to pieces as they speak. Type Amen to get blessing 276. Don't be surprised when others suddenly reach out too. Their hands are shaking. Because the person who started the sabotage is cracking. When one breaks, others begin to speak. The ones who stood silently by, who knew what was done to you and said nothing, they are feeling fire on their backs. The divine is pressing them too. Some of them will pretend they always supported you. Don't be fooled. You will feel in your gut who is real. The person who speaks tonight won't look the same to you again. Something in their eyes will shift. The guilt will stain their tone. Type Amen to get blessing 559. The divine has set this up so your spirit can heal. Not for revenge. Not for pity. But so that you may walk freely, without wondering who hurt you and when. So you may sleep in peace knowing the lies are collapsing. So you never question your worth again. This truth is a key. It will open doors to clarity. You will feel the chains break as the words land in your ears. They were warned spiritually many times to stop. They didn't listen. Now the confession is the beginning of their unraveling. Type Amen to get blessing 841. They know your future cannot be stopped now. And that's the reason they're crumbling. They see your light growing beyond what they imagined. They whispered to people, saying you were unstable. They made people back away from you with lies. But the people they lied to are now watching your glow. The same ones who judged you are now asking about your strength. They're shocked. Because the one they tried to erase is now being written into history. And the person confessing tonight knows, this is only the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They confessed because they see the spotlight turning. They see your name is getting attention. They feel your energy is chosen. Their soul can no longer hide from what they did. The energy of truth is too loud. They are pacing, sweating, rehearsing what they will say. There may be a knock. A late message. A random post meant for your eyes. But when it comes, you'll know. The timing won't feel natural. It will feel divine. Type Amen to get blessing 297. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the protection around you is so strong now that lies can't live beside you anymore. Every masked face is being removed. Every shadow that lingered around you is being pushed into the light. The confession will shake you at first. But then you will smile. Because your soul already knew. The lies they told others, they told themselves too. They tried to believe it wasn't wrong. But karma never forgets the sound of betrayal. Their time to lie has expired. Tonight begins the ripple of justice. Spirit is leading this moment, not them. Type Amen to get blessing 122. You are about to walk into an era of full clarity. No secrets. No confusion. No shadows. Those who said your name in doubt are now whispering it in fear. The person who confesses tonight is being used by divine energy as a vessel. A tool to restore what was blocked. You will feel peace wrap around you after. A strange calm, like something heavy left your shoulders. That is what truth does. It doesn't always feel good at first, but it always sets you free. You are more powerful now than ever before. And nothing can stop you anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 707. What you lost in confusion will be returned in clarity. What was delayed will be delivered. What was hidden is now exposed. There is nothing that can undo the divine hand on your life. They can confess. They can break down. But what is for you will still be for you. Let them talk. Let them cry. Let them tremble. But you, chosen one, rise. Type Amen to get blessing 366. They held secrets in their chest like sharp stones, but now those stones are collapsing under divine weight. Every intention they buried is floating to the surface. Even the things they thought they could take to their grave are cracking open. The divine clock has struck. This is the hour of truth. Their lips are loosening not out of courage, but consequence. You were never meant to suffer this long. But everything had to be exposed before you stepped into your fullness. What comes tonight is not just a confession, it's spiritual justice unfolding in real time. Type Amen to get blessing 488. You will not need to confront them. The universe has already done the work. Their guilt is now a flame they can't hide from. The voice you'll hear may tremble. It may try to soften the blow. But no matter how they dress the truth, it will be truth nonetheless. It might come in pieces, one name, one lie, one moment at a time. Or it might come like a flood. Either way, you'll feel it in your soul that this is the moment you've been waiting for. You've earned your truth. You've carried your pain long enough. And tonight, the chains fall with every word they say. Type Amen to get blessing 654. They may say they didn't mean to, or they were pressured. But deep inside, they knew what they were doing. They didn't think you'd survive long enough to hear the truth. But you did. And you've done more than survive, you're about to rise higher than they ever imagined. That's why this confession is urgent for them. The divine doesn't forget. What they planted in darkness is being uprooted in light. And everyone who touched the lie will feel the tremble. This will shock some people who believed their version. But you will not be shaken, you've been spiritually prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 303. There is power in knowing. Even if it stings. Even if it twists. But you are no longer who you were when the lie was spoken. You are stronger, wiser, protected. And now you're about to be vindicated. Your journey has built you brick by brick. Their betrayal was only part of the path. But it will never define your ending. The truth coming tonight is the unraveling of the old and the doorway to the new. And you, chosen one, are ready for both. Type Amen to get blessing 811. There's someone who helped them behind the scenes. Their name will come up. Their face will appear in your mind clearly. You will finally understand certain delays. Certain coincidences. Things that didn't make sense back then will click into place now. You might even feel the need to weep. Let it out. That's not weakness, it's the breaking of spiritual congestion. They had meetings about you. They exchanged messages. They celebrated your losses. And now? They fear your return. Type Amen to get blessing 369. You are not the same person they betrayed. You've grown in silence. You've bloomed in hidden places. And the light they tried to dim? It now shines so bright that even they can't pretend it doesn't burn their eyes. Watch how they confess and then try to act like it's healing. They will say, I thought you should know. But the truth is, they're trying to survive the wrath of what's coming. They know that karma has found their address. And you are the living proof that what is meant to shine cannot be buried. You were buried like a seed. Now you rise like a prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 533. They underestimated you. They thought breaking your spirit would keep you down. They didn't expect that your spirit would become more powerful because of the breaking. You are not here to seek revenge. But you are here to receive what was stolen from you. Your peace. Your clarity. Your divine timing. Tonight is a reset. Not for them, for you. Let them sit in what they've created. Let them confess all they want. But don't let it shake your focus. Because you're moving toward greatness that doesn't need approval. And their words can't stop your calling. Type Amen to get blessing 998. Archangel Michael says, you were never unprotected. Even in your weakest moments, angels were stationed around your name. You were never alone, not even in the silence. Every delay, every blockage, every sudden turn was noticed by heaven. They recorded every action taken against your soul. And now the records are opening. Tonight, a record will break open from the past. It may be from 5 years ago. It may be from last week. But what matters is this, it will clear your name in ways that words never could. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Don't try to understand their reasons. Don't give energy to their excuses. Just receive the clarity and walk forward. You are entering a realm of restoration. And this confession is the sound of the door unlocking. The gate to your blessings is opening wider with each truth revealed. They wanted your silence. But now, their own mouths will be their undoing. And your rise will be their reminder that divine protection is not a myth. The person who confesses may cry. They may ask for forgiveness. But that's not your burden to carry. Your only task. Walk forward in truth. Type Amen to get blessing 117. Watch how their voice shakes. Watch how their eyes avoid yours. That's not regret, that's the weight of a broken spirit realizing they can't unwrite what they did. Let the truth come. Let it settle. Then release it. Your soul was never meant to carry this weight forever. And tonight, that burden is being lifted. You'll sleep deeper after this night. They were never stronger than you. They just knew your light scared them. So they tried to dim it before others could see it. But the light is now undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 224. You may receive more than one confession. This will spark a domino effect. Others who knew but stayed quiet will start feeling the divine fire under their feet. This is what divine justice looks like. Not loud. Not violent. Just undeniable truth, delivered with perfect timing. You've waited long for this moment. Don't let it pass unnoticed. Even if it comes softly, it carries thunder beneath it. Tonight is the night the lie dies. And you, the one they tried to silence, will rise with a voice more powerful than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 566. This is the moment they never thought would come. When you look them in the eyes, you'll see it. The fear. The awareness. The recognition. They tried to delay your future. But now they're staring at the very thing they tried to block, your ascension. The confession is not just for closure. It's confirmation. That what you felt was never just a feeling. It was divine discernment. You were right all along. Let them say what they need to say. But don't forget, you were always ahead of their game. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Their confession is only the beginning. What follows is transformation. In your mind. In your heart. In your path. You're stepping out of shadow and into spotlight. And everything that tried to hold you down will become fuel for your rise. Smile with your spirit. Not out of pride, but power. Because you made it through storms they hoped would drown you. And now, with truth on your side, there is no limit to how far you'll go. Type Amen to get blessing 808. More is coming. Truth has momentum. Once it starts flowing, it reveals far more than expected. You might learn about betrayals you never knew existed. You might hear names you haven't thought about in years. But take it all with grace. Because it's all part of the release. The spiritual detox you didn't even know you needed. You are becoming lighter. Clearer. Sharper. And this is only the beginning of your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Tonight is sacred. Don't treat it like just another evening. Be present. Your angels are moving. The divine realm is shifting things for you. What comes next will make everything make sense. You are always protected. Now, you are being restored. Let truth walk in. Let lies fall. And let your light lead the way. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a moment in time, it is prophecy being fulfilled. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to be freed by this. You may have thought your cries went unnoticed. You may have believed no one saw what they did. But heaven watched it all. And tonight, their mouth will be used to deliver the very truth they once buried. This is not just a confession, it's a shift in the entire spiritual atmosphere around your life. Their words will unlock what's been blocked. And once it opens, nothing will be the same. Type Amen to get blessing 626. The person who speaks may try to soften the blow. They may smile nervously. They may say, "It wasn't that serious." But deep down, you'll feel the depth of their betrayal. You'll know exactly how hard they worked to stop your rise. And yet, here you are, rising anyway. Let this be your reminder: no weapon, no word, no whisper was ever strong enough to kill what was divinely chosen. You survived the setup. Now you will thrive through the confession. Your glow after this will not just be beauty, it will be spiritual fire. Type Amen to get blessing 772. They'll come with eyes that avoid yours. Their voice may crack. They may look down as they speak. But you will not. You will hold your head high. Because they are not just telling you, they are admitting it to the heavens, too. You are the living proof that truth outlasts deceit. That pain can't keep purpose locked forever. That light always returns stronger than the darkness that tried to bury it. Don't interrupt. Just listen. Every word they speak is another rope falling off your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 434. Your name will taste like regret on their tongue. They once mocked it, twisted it, hid it. But tonight, they speak it with shame. You'll hear things you didn't expect. Some of it will hurt. Some of it will heal. This is not about revenge. It's about release. And when it's over, your heart will beat lighter. Don't look at them as they were, see them for what they became. A mirror for your strength. A testimony that no betrayal can stop a chosen one. Type Amen to get blessing 855. You'll sleep better after this. The restless nights will calm. The unanswered questions will finally dissolve. The person who confesses will feel weak afterward. Not because they lost power, but because the truth took power from their hands and gave it back to you. Let your spirit celebrate, not in loudness, but in stillness. In the knowing that the divine keeps perfect records. Their silence is ending. And your breakthrough is beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 911. Others will watch how you respond. Stay grounded. Stay poised. This is your crown moment. Not made of gold, but of truth. And truth is heavier, stronger, more sacred than any crown worn by man. The confession may lead others to confess too. Let them. The floodgates are opening. This is the divine clearing the air around your destiny. You don't need to shout. Your story speaks for itself now. Type Amen to get blessing 244. They wanted you to question yourself. They wanted your spirit to bend. They hoped the confusion would crush you. But tonight, their words will become your confirmation. You were right. You were always right. Let the tears fall. They're not just for pain. They're for freedom. They're for release. What once held you hostage in silence is now surrendering to light. Type Amen to get blessing 622. This moment is sacred. It was written in the spirit before your enemies even formed a plan. The truth was always going to surface. You are walking through divine correction. Not just for them, but for the entire path you've had to fight through. Let your heart take a deep breath. This is the moment it's been waiting for. You are no longer fighting blind. You are fighting clear. Fighting strong. Fighting with every truth returned to your hand. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They thought they could bury what they did to you. They thought enough time had passed for it to disappear. But the divine has its own time. That time is now. And they can't outrun it. Let tonight be the night you choose peace over pain. Let it be the night you step fully into your new chapter. Let their words hang in the air and fade away. You don't need to carry them into tomorrow.